Hello everyone and welcome to Brother Earth Healing. It's very nice to be with you again. Today we're going to be doing a intuitive forecast, doing some channeled messages through tarot. And this will be a video tapping into air energy, a video for air signs as well, more specifically, as well as tapping into what's going on in the mental realm, as is commonly associated with air. Welcome. It's very nice to have you. My name is Brother Earth, and I am an intuitive healer. I have a background and have been trained as a Buddhist monk, so I have a background in a Zen tradition, a Thich Nhat Hanh community. So a little bit about my background. I also trained in hands-on healing, doing energy work. So that's the healing tradition I practice in. As well as I'm an open channel and been also formally trained as a medium and do a lot of work with doing a lot of ancestral work and a lot of work with helping people tune in and communicate with their guides, things like that. I'm available for private sessions too, so feel free to shoot me a message through Instagram, or I also have my email down in the description with a small list of some general offerings. Feel free to reach out. Feel free to comment if you have questions in the video afterward, or just reach out to say hi. And yeah, it's also just a platform for building community. And if you're interested in workshops and other free donation-based community building groups, activities, as well as other healing offerings that I do, feel free to, again, contact me whatever way you'd like to. So we're gonna get into our reading today. I feel very excited. I'm gonna start with offering a little bit of energy. So I'm gonna send energy, get us grounded, and offer some prayers, and then we'll get started. So I'll invite you to come back to yourself and just take some big breaths together. Really allow the breath to guide you back to your body, back to the space. Aware of whatever's coming up in the mind, whatever might be preoccupying us up here in our heads. We'll set an intention right now and ask for all of those preoccupations to just begin to settle. Offer some room and some space just during our time together to open up and be a little bit more still. Bringing our awareness to our heart space, aware of whatever's alive for us emotionally. Whatever's pulling us here or there in the heart space. We'll set the intention and ask kindly for whatever's holding us to loosen up a little bit and allow for some spaciousness and openness during our time together. And let's set an intention for ourselves and collectively to be open to whatever we need to receive today, to be open to all of the messages that are resonant for us, not clinging too much, just remaining open, recognizing what resonates. Great. So we'd like to offer gratitude, thanks, and praise for all of our ancestors, both in our blood heritage as well as our spiritual ancestry and heritage. Taking a moment to recognize, to deeply recognize, and have deep gratitude for all of the ways that we've been supported and continue to be supported, for all of the love, all of the blessings in our lives. Thank you for guiding us. We'd like to ask for support. I'd like to ask for support in offering messages of healing and guidance for all of us today to come through. Please help me with my clarity and to remain open so I can be as effective and clear as possible. Yeah. Thank you for being present today with me, with us. Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, guys. Okay, let's get started. Yeah, I feel like, wow, so many of us have been going through a lot, and I feel like continue to go through a lot in a way where, not that what's happening is necessarily negative, but may feel overwhelming, may feel negative, may feel crazy. I feel like we are doing well. Whoever's tuning in, I really feel like we're doing well. So we might feel like we're kind of dragging ourselves through the mud. Like, okay, let's do this, but taking the time to really recognize the moments when we have clarity, when we can really truly see not only the progress that we're making and have made, but also like recognize what a blessing it is to have an opportunity to grow in this way, even if it feels difficult. That seems to be a really important thing that is coming through, that I'm feeling and hearing. So maybe we can take a closer look at that, or whatever else would like to come through. Yeah, for our air signs around the mental space in this time. Forgot to mention, it's already in the video description or the video title, but this is a, wow, already a beginning of the month or monthly forecast for October. Lord, this is just insane this year, huh? Okay, so we have some cards coming out that look like sort of want to come out in a bit of like a storyboard. I'm actually going to take all of these cards facing up, is kind of what I'm feeling. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I might need to make a little bit more room here. The bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords reversed. Sorry, I'm just arranging these cards. The bottom of this deck was the the Eight of Swords reversed, which I actually would like to take. I'm resonating with this in reverse right now, the way it appeared. Okay. And I certainly feel like a sense of letting go. And what I feel is a sense of letting go of, yeah, some mental attachments and patterning. So that's really great. I'm super happy to hear, feel, and see that. And I'm just gonna go through this in like a storyboard kind of reading is kind of what is calling, I feel called to do here. I always read the cards differently as they come out and as I feel them. Again, this is an intuitive, I read intuitively. I'm an open channel, I'm a medium. So, you know, whatever is coming through mostly is coming through as a channeled message. And I am just letting spirit work through me, whoever needs to work through me, as long as it feels right and it feels good. So my guides, your guides, yeah, let's just get started. I'm gonna see if there's anything else coming out for this Eight of Swords. Punctuation, being punctual, is what someone is letting go of. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Someone has a hard time like going with the flow, or like kind of just understanding of, okay. A really beautiful lesson in like, yeah, when things don't seem like they're going the way you would like them to go, or you think that they should go. Having a tendency to force that, or not to, or to actually to not recognize the value of what's happening and why it's good for you, right? again, it's coming back to this, what's going on, is like things are difficult and very much not as they seem in terms of like, yeah, learning lessons, learning really important lessons that are just, yeah, just really trudging you through the mud. I feel like there's a pretty important decision to be made, or okay, what I'm getting is two sorts. What I'm getting is that there's a feeling that there is only one way or the other to go. There's only two ways to go. And I feel like that's not necessarily true, that there aren't just two ways to go. The blindfold to me right now, what is coming through is that we are actually a little bit blind to the real and true possibilities. Okay, and it feels very untraditional. It feels like, in terms of the way that we think this decision or this situation can go, right? Yeah. Yeah, I see someone leaving something. Could be like work or relationship or something like that. More than that, I feel that someone is really understanding that how important it is to feel at home in themselves and to surround themselves with things in their life that really nourish that sense of interesting, like me-ness. And it's not really, I'm not picking up that it's in a very like egoic way. What I'm feeling is that it's more like home. The feeling of home, makes us like, is for me, is the feeling of like, oh wow, like, like a sense of belonging. Like I no longer need to search for my peace, for my joy. It's here. I'm home, right? In a spiritual sense as well, very much so. Very much a similar feeling, right? What I'm feeling is that more so that somebody might be leaving a physical thing, relationship, job, whatever, is that we're leaving behind this mindset that there's only two ways to go about things, that there's only a set number, you know what I mean? That there's something that is recognized finally. Oh, okay, I see what is actually being asked of me. What's being asked of me is to come back home, to come back to myself and create what I want to create in my life, despite what might be going on, right? And so I feel like there's this cultivating, but for sure a feeling of like, oh, well, I have this and this and this around, but I don't feel like I'm getting what I want from it, right? And again, it's this sort of like looking outside for things, right? So while we might have practices that are really beneficial for us, and while we might have communities that are very supportive and important, there's this call to really find that inner light, right? That sunshine, that what is that, to really become and embody that more as well. Okay. That's really beautiful. That's great. So October, this is the month for really coming back to ourselves and like really also finding that place of that place, that light, the light that nourishes us, right? The light, finding that light that nourishes us, which I feel like you have a connection to strongly. We all do, right? We all do. But I feel for whoever's tuning in is that they have touched that and they know what that feels like and what that is. And sometimes in the course of life, we definitely get distracted and we begin sometimes to look for that outside and forget, oh, no, it's here. We get caught up in thinking, oh, yeah, let's go look for that. Let's find that. I want my life to be this and that so that I can feel this way. And it's like, no, feel that way. And then whatever you want to build from that, whatever is, emanates from you embodying that, is golden. And I see you going towards that with a really beautiful, beautiful, pure, this holy fire in your heart, just really beautiful energy, from this Knight of Wands here, just, and totally beautiful. And if this is resonant for you, I feel like this actually might even be as well a family unit, kind of almost discovering this together, or a couple, or a community going through something like this, almost like a rediscovery of that heart, right? That sacred heart, that that light, the light, the heart of a community, right? That's really beautiful energy, that Knight of Wands right next to the sun. And yeah, that's really beautiful. So continuing on, we have Ten of Pentacles. Okay. I hope that I'm not doing it too close. I think I've been doing it too close. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I feel like this is the building of that, of what we're discussing, what's coming through now. It's like this, it's so clear, you can have what you want, it's all there for you, right? What we want, what we truly want, manifested in our lives, in physical reality, and even manifested in terms of the way we want to feel and live and exist, that way of being, right, is built, okay, from this accessing and identifying, right, with that source within us, right, that we are, that source that we are. And it's beautiful, we don't even understand how much there is there, and what is truly possible when we do our inner work, right, and do it in a way that's so devotional, and in a way that's take whatever you need to take away from my life, even if I love it or think it's important, or it's this just purely devotional, no, what I want is to be free and happy, and in order to do that, I think in a big way, we need to be open to just saying okay, just, let's just be done with it. Let's just be done playing all these games, searching for this and that, grasping at things again in the outside world, really feeling okay, that's how I'm going to get there. That's how I'm going to be, find my fulfillment and be happy, and this and that. And it's just not so. Page of Cups is coming out next. I'm still feeling the sense of foundational. How are we building? How are we building our foundation? I'm feeling this is really about, and again, since I'm reading intuitively and channeling messages, don't be too hung up on the traditional, how far I might be straying from the traditional, connotations and, and meanings of the cards, because I do know them, and that is, they are guiding, the messages as well. Yeah, I'm really feeling this is about learning to speak to and communicate with ourselves in a way where we are learning to not just identify with our created persona, ego self, right, that we've learned in, coming into this life, but also being identified as equally as possible, right, with, our true selves, this awareness, this clear, self, us, really, the one that hops around and that does, and that is infinite, the us that is infinite. And I feel like sometimes we don't want to hear what we're hearing or feel what we're feeling, and we kind of go against it and are very stubborn about it. And I feel like this is a lesson that's being learned right now, a very important foundational lesson in trust in a big way, right? Page of Cups, pages are the messengers, right? And what I feel is like the messages are coming through, but we're being very stubborn about them in a big way. Yeah. I feel like there's some droopy energy, or like someone has been feeling quite tired. And has put walls up because things are kind of difficult, things are kind of a little much, a lot of responsibility, I'm hearing. But I feel like there's this beautiful effort being made despite that, and like, no, like, I care about this, like, this is important to me, and whether that's, whatever that is for you. And I think that's beautiful, and that you should keep going. That's an important energy to harness, because it's like very foundational to, it's this right effort, right? It's this in Buddhism, the Noble Eightfold Path, right effort, right? So by putting that effort in, especially when things are hard, and being like, no, like, this truly is important, and I'm going to do what I can to preserve and protect that which is important to me, in terms of like whatever it is, and particularly with our spiritual, with like, not compromising on those things that are important to us spiritually, and in the way that we want to exist in the world and live, and in our practice of coming back to ourselves, right, and doing the work and the healing. Okay. I feel like a big part of this foundational is really like developing clarity and understanding the balance of what's going on, and just understanding what's going on in general, which is difficult these days. It's not easy, and it's such a powerful medicine, right? Temperance, just being patient and really like seeing things for what they are. And if we can't see things for what they are, we know when something feels right and feels wrong. But what's interesting that's happening right now is that I feel like so many are being pushed, including me in some ways, to like, even if something isn't feeling like as you think it should, or this or that, like, there's this perseverance, or like, there's something here, there's just something about this that I'm learning from, that, that is so important for me. Even though maybe, it feels weird, this and that. It's like, no, like, it's like, yeah, okay, yes, accept that, accept it, accept the experience in its wholeness. If it's something that's truly unhealthy or something like that, obviously we need to be mindful of those situations and cut them off, and shut it down. What I'm kind of talking about is more of like, along the lines of what I'm saying is like, wow, like, there's really truly something here. And I'm gonna continue to work on myself so I can be present for the experience and the experiences, to be balanced. And I think that balance is something actually that should be worked on a little bit more. That there should be a little bit more balance, is what I'm feeling. however that resonates, in terms of the time you're dedicating to something, or something being reciprocated, something like that, however that resonates. Lastly, Nine of Cups. At the end of the day, I feel like for most of those here tuning in, like, we're doing the work. Like, the work is being done. The work is getting done. And I feel like what's coming through is really just like guidance and reassurance, you know, of what might be being experienced right now, because it's not easy to navigate. But like, again, what's wanting to come through is like, look at the signs that your guides, that, you know, that are being sent to you. Like, look at the guides, look at the guides, look at the signs and the little things that are just sprinkled around your experience, that are guiding you and pulling you here. Oh, look this way, you know. Oh, this is interesting, you know. Why did you think that thought? How does it relate to what you're experiencing? Things that you're noticing, little things, you know. They're like, well, that's weird. I never noticed that before. Or why am I thinking that? Or why am I remembering that particular part of that, you know what I mean, of my day, or something like that. It's like, really pay attention to those things, because we're really getting a lot of help right now. And, you know, we only receive as much help, you know, as we're open to truly seeing and receiving, is the real truth, because we are always receiving help. But right now, it's like very much, and that's been coming through for months, you know. This whole year has been like incredibly, like, there's been so much energy and so much help and like so much love coming through for everyone, and especially those of us that are really dedicated to doing this work. And I mean, I wouldn't even say that. I mean, I would just say in general. But I feel like more tends to come through for folks that like really want to do the work and are curious about it, because they're more able to really receive it in some ways, or really able to kind of see it with more clarity in some ways. Yeah, there's like so much sweetness, and it's also like really like stop and smell the roses, like really like, you know, or the jasmine, you know, or the whatever it is, you know. For me, it's been jasmine lately. Stop and smell the jasmine. But yeah, like there's so much blessing like all around, at the same time as everything is like just totally crazy, and like, you know, really cherishing. Like, that's such a big theme for this month, is like really cherish, you know, people in your life, and the opportunities that you have, and the position that you're in, and, you know, all of the things that create safety and security in your life, you know, even if that seems like few. But yeah, we really need to get to a place where we're like feeling more grateful. And it's so important. It's so necessary for like our evolution and for our spiritual growth. It's like probably the most important thing, is like really understanding how much there is to be grateful for, and, you know, how blessed we truly are. And in that way, beginning to truly understand like what this experience is all about, right? And like really understanding, coming to a place of understanding of that. Like, yeah. And gratitude is like is a huge way to like begin to tap into that reality, you know, and that truth. I was gonna ask if anything else wants to come out before we close here. I've been trying to make the video shorter, and I've been saying that for months to you guys, but you know, I'm just gonna let the cards fly. Interesting, very interesting. I got these same two cards last time. Wow, it's funny how like the same cards end up coming out. It's just crazy. So I have the Queen of Pentacles. So I think this is definitely a message for someone specific. Someone who doesn't really know someone who's having a hard time understanding what to do about something that they possess, or something that they hold special. Page of Pentacles and Page of Cups came out together again. I forgot what other reading. It was some reading last month. Something very special, something very, very special is something that they're holding on to, or that they're not holding on to, but like that they possess, or that there is something. Possessed isn't even the right word, but you know, I think that you know if this is resonating for you. And it's just so special, right? Something probably old, and something probably so familiar and beautiful and just precious, just totally precious. And it's just such a gift, you know. And it's like, okay, well, okay, so it's like, what are you contemplating? Or what? There's something about this that is difficult. And I'm feeling like, you know, it's like, you know, just trust and have some faith, you know. It's so many gifts. It just feels like such a gift. Don't waste it is what's coming up. So I'm not getting anything in particular. I'm just, whatever's being challenged is coming through. Yeah, just really cherish whatever this is, and like love it, and like just love it. Just be in love with it, like honor it, respect, and go deeper into understanding what this is, and how it nourishes you. And you know, there's a lot of worry. There's a lot of worry around this. What I would say is the Fool came out in reverse a second ago. I just split the deck, the Fool in reverse. I closed it, sorry. But the Fool in reverse came out. So I feel like the advice is like, one, don't be a fool in a you know, that kind of sense. But also like, you know, don't be a fool, but also like, don't do something foolish, or don't people can be kind of like, particularly people that like are very independent, like maybe a queen or pentacle, you know, Queen of Pentacles maybe. You know, yeah, sometimes might feel like they can do what they want and still have everything that they have. You know what I mean? Like there's this energy around it that I feel kind of like that. And it's like, I feel like there's an energy of like, be really humble, and really, really understand the gift that is here, and go deeper into it, you know, and yeah, just really understand it, and just accept the nourishment, and just cultivate love around whatever this is. So yeah, it might be some passion project, or I don't know, whatever it is, just whatever it is. Yeah, I would say like, don't do anything drastic if you're feeling like you're planning on quitting a job or something like that. Like just, you know, relax and ease into whatever you're experiencing as much as possible. Yeah, I feel like that's the message really. And so for whatever this is really beautiful. I'm not getting anything in specific again. I am just really feeling like this is very important. Very, very important. Yeah, I'm hearing like, take your time. Yeah, just cultivate a love around whatever that is. And I feel like you know what that is if you're, you know, tuning in. If you resonate with it. Do we have any messages from ancestors, guides, angels, animal guides, anything like that want to come through? Whoops. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm going to take both of these. I'm going to take 3 of these. Okay, great. Beautiful. A lot of beautiful energy. This card keeps coming out. Hey, buddy. Hi. trust in higher forces. We need to trust what's going on. We need to have a lot of trust and faith right now. Like, things are not going to make sense right now, and they're not supposed to make sense. And I know let's not cop out with that one, but let's understand that we don't understand, and that it's okay not to understand everything. That doesn't mean we don't remain conscious and aware and strive for as much clarity and grounding as possible, okay? That doesn't mean we just, oh, okay, yeah, trust, whatever. No, like, we need to continue to do the work and be mindful and aware, right? I think what's just coming through is, like, really strongly saying, look, it's okay that things feel really weird right now. Like, it's okay. Don't worry about that aspect of it, just do your best and, do what you're here to do, basically, do your work. And like, trust that everything else is being taken care of the way it kind of needs to be taken care of. That's it. Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. What I'm feeling is that there's some aspect of what we're learning in the growth that we're experiencing right now that's like, feels like magic, because not only is it incredibly important and foundational, but it also just feels whimsical. And the way that we're learning what is being learned, it's just so deep and so powerful and might really shake us to our core. It's like this really interesting, like, feeling of like magic, because it's so unbelievable. It's so unbelievable that we would learn in this way, that we are learning in this way, that we can learn so much so quickly, experiencing so much and learning so much so quickly. This is the support. This is really, truly the support. And what a beautiful guardian. Just beautiful. The energy coming from this is really amazing. Just really, really beautiful. So supportive, just completely supportive. Like, look, like, almost like, look, like, we're giving you so much. We're giving you as much as we can, like, to help you. Like, we love you. Like, we're really coming through for you right now. Just be aware and be open and, like, listen to what this guy's telling you. Like, be aware of the messages, like, as much as possible. Like, don't blow things off. Be patient, trust. All of these things, really take them, take them, harness mystic power. What I'm getting is, for those of us that do healing work, do it for free if you have to, like, really just do it. Like, really offer, like, you are a high priest or priestess. That is the energy that you possess. Like, be that, like, really embody that. Like, for me, this is like one of my ways of, like, serving and, like, offering messages, channel messages for free, and things like that, which I'll continue to do. I do have some stuff I'm releasing. This is going to be really great. I'm super excited for you guys, mostly on Instagram. So if you guys are up on there, but it's just same Brother Earth Healing, so check it out. But if we are in a position to do this kind of work and offer, and we're solid and clear, then please do it. Please do it. I'm always open to, like, collaborate with a lot of different people doing a lot of different things. So please feel free to reach out. I would love to include everyone that, anyone who's interested, and build community. I think that's what we have for today. That was really beautiful. I will, have to rewatch this again and get whatever messages wasn't clear for me, as I'm spitting it out. But thank you so much for joining and for tuning in. It's such a treat. Again, if you'd like to support me, you could subscribe to our channel here, like the video, and share it around if you feel it might be beneficial for someone, or for your community, like through Facebook or whatever. Again, I am available to work privately with you, doing like intuitive work, I'm doing distance healing for now. Can't do the hands-on in-person stuff, unfortunately. And yeah, all kinds of other things. So yeah, if you need support, please feel free to reach out. And yeah, until next time, may you have a beautiful October. And yeah, many, many blessings to you.